A prefix is a beginning that you put onto a word that changes its meaning, and a suffix is an ending that you put on a word that changes its meaning. And here are some examples of prefixes and suffixes that you see in the first paragraph on page 23 in Quest 3. Here's anthrop, means of or relating to human beings, and some examples are anthropology, means the study of human beings. Anthropomorphic means giving human form. For example, when you imagine God to be like a human being, that's anthropomorphic. Anthrocentric means putting human beings at the center. For example, if you believe the earth exists for human beings to use, that's an anthrocentric belief. Super is a prefix that means above or over or upon or on the upper side. Supernatural means more than natural, above the natural. We put super on many adjectives to mean extra or more than we need. Super careful. Super rich means very, very rich. Extra means outside of or beyond. Extraordinary means more than ordinary. Extraterrestrial means outside of the earth, like aliens from outer space. Extracurricular means outside of the curriculum. The curriculum are courses in a school. So if you have activities at school that are not courses you get grades for, those are extracurricular activities, like belonging to a club or being on a sports team. In, one meaning of in as a prefix is not. So when I say inexplicable, I mean it can't be explained. Incessant comes from cease, means it doesn't cease, it doesn't stop. There's another meaning of in or im to mean into or in. Impregnate means to make somebody pregnant. Inter means to bury, put something in the ground, or we use this word when someone dies. The body is interred. Incise, this means cut, like from scissors. So incise means to cut into something. Suffixes can also change the meaning. This one, able, is like able, is capable of being or doing the thing. So observable means it can be observed. Comfortable means it gives comfort. Admirable means you can admire it. And then we have that word again. Inexplicable means this is like explain. So here we have both the prefix in means you cannot explain. It cannot be explained. Able. ESS makes a noun feminine and indicates female sex. For example, goddess, actress, poetess. But this suffix is now avoided by many supporters of women's rights because these words often have a kind of negative or minor, diminutive meaning, making something small or unimportant. And for that reason, feminists or people who support women's rights are more and more leaving off this, not just saying, for example, actor, whether it's a man or a woman, poet, whether it's a man or a woman. Okay, this is a link that is on the Moodle site up under the writing resources, and it's a good prefix-suffix dictionary. And here it is. you can look up prefixes and suffixes. For example, I can look up there's a suffixes. This is one's beginning with N, ness, like it, quality or state of. It usually makes a word into a noun, like happiness, darkness, awareness. I can click on the prefixes to look up prefixes. For example, okay, let's find one that's very useful. Here's a useful prefix, bi, meaning two or double or twice. So bilingual means two languages. Bicycle has two wheels. So often when you're reading and you find a long, unfamiliar new word, it has prefixes or suffixes. And that's why it's so long. And if you understand the prefixes and suffixes, you can understand what the word means.